All right, guys, we're back with top 8 Edison Format Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We have Javi on the left playing GBs versus Nate on the right playing Instant Zombies. So both these guys went X1 and Swiss. We'll see who can get to. We'll move on to top 4. I think this is a bad matchup for Nate. GB should be favored just because they have to, they have to set their recruiters like Tomato, Pyramid Turtle, Goblin Zombie, and that's free tag outs for GBs. Anyways, so here comes a mind control from Nate. What if Javi maybe set Hoplamas? Who knows? Sometimes they set Bestiari turn 1. Anyway, what's Nate gonna do? Nate probably has a tuner, so he's gonna synchro with the set GB. All right, what is Nate going to do? Shout out to these two for always playing on the same mat. Javi on his 09 mat and Nate on this beautiful Caius mat. I actually saw someone else have that mat, so maybe they got it online. Anyway, so here Nate hits Javi for 14. So yeah, he must not have a tuner, which I think maybe Nate did this. I don't know. I wouldn't have mind controlled. Not without a tuner. He could have maybe just set the Tomato and hope Javi doesn't have the Chariot. But anyways, here, Javi Dust, Nate's Bottomless. So what other back row would Nate set turn 1? Alongside that Bottomless. Maybe a D Prison? Anyway, here, Javi Proving Grounds. I think he's going to go for Geyseris. Yes. No surprise there. Since he hit the Bottomless, that kind of probably really makes him want to go for Geyseris. Especially he has a Tomato face up. Ooh, but Nate said double Bottomless. That was pretty good. Yeah, I think maybe Nate, if I was Nate, maybe you could have just set double Bottomless and passed. That would not have been a bad move. Setting Tomato, yeah, I think Nate shouldn't have mind control. Maybe should just set Tomato, set the Bottomless. He would have been an okay spot. Okay, here Nate summons Goblin Zombie, hits Javi for 11. So now Javi's at 55, and he's going to mill a Laquari, which might help Javi out, because now you can, if he decides to go for a quest, he can grab back a Laquari. Okay, here comes Javi with the Rescue Cat. Let's see, what's he going to get? Is he going to go for the double Samnite or the Samnite Test Tiger? It depends. I think Javi might have Solemn, because if you guys saw, whenever Nate Bottomless Geyseris, he thought a long time about Solemning, and so I'm pretty positive that Javi has Solemn. I think I'm starting to really pick up when people have Solemn, just watching all these duels, so I don't know, maybe moving forward I might cut out Solemn, because it's starting to become a pretty easy card to read. Anyways, here Javi tagged out the Samnite for Samnite, and he's going to search a Chariot. So I'm guessing they're arguing who the chain link here. So Javi's turn player, but his is mandatory. So I'm guessing Nate is chain link 1 and Javi is chain link 2. But I mean, I'm almost positive that he's going to get Chariot, unless he has a bunch of GBs in his hand he wants to respite. It's like, it was pretty obvious he was going to grab Chariot. And let's see. Now Nate is going to search off Goblin. So he chooses Plague. So what do I think? What's in Nate's hand if he searches Plague? How is he going to use the Plague right now? He maybe has an Instant Fusion. Yeah, I think Nate has an Instant Fusion play in his hand. And let's see what Javi decides to do. Does he go for a quest? Does he go for Rediari? Does he go for Derry? Does he go for Laquari? Or does he go for the Bestiari to pop his back row? What do I think Nate set? I don't know. I don't think it's a D Prison. Both his Bottomlesses are gone, so it's not Mirror Force. It could be something weird like Call the Haunted. I don't know. We'll see. It could be like an MST. Maybe Trap Stun. I know zombies like the main deck Trap Stun and stuff. Okay, so it's MST. He changed MST to Javi's Solemn. And now Javi's going to set 2, which one of them we know is Chariot. So hitting the MST is not that bad, because if Nate has a play, he probably was going to try to 50-50 the MST and try to nail the chariot. Especially if he has like a Black Rose play coming, which I think he does. Yep, there's the instant fusion. So Javi still has a chariot. Is there a way? I guess he can maybe just summon a monster that deals with Bestiari. Like synchro for... If I'm Nate, maybe what you do is you synchro for Arcanite. Yeah, I think that's what he's going to do. That's why he brought out the Musician King. And yeah, synchro for... Oh no, but then you can chariot. You can chariot the... You can chariot the gaining the counter. So I think he has to just go for Black Rose here and just attack. I think that's what you do if you're Nate. Or Urbellum. Does he play Urbellum? I think he does. It's one of those two. Oh, I forgot about this card. Nate's the only person who ever summons this card. I completely forgot about it. Even Javi has to read it. I think you banish a Psychic and you gain like 1,200 life points. I think that's what it does. So Nate with the Compulse. I like that card in GBs. It's pretty good. Javi was arguing with me yesterday about Mole versus... I told him just to play another Compulse. Instead of Mole. Okay, now Nate's got like one card against GB. So here, Javi's going to start abusing Ready Ari. And the Quest. He can abuse both of them right here. So it's not looking good for Nate. I think this is a bad matchup for him. Like I said, I think GB's best matchup might be any Dandelion deck. Oh, he's going to go for Herc too? So does he go with Quest? Or, okay, so he chooses Ready Ari. Probably going to get rid of the Plague. Yeah, get rid of Plague. And now, Javi's got Herc, 2 cards in hand, and a War Chariot. Yeah, he's going to go for Herc. What's life points? 55 to 34. This game does not look... This does not look good for our boy Nate. All right. He's got 3 in hand, so here comes Book of Life. Will Javi negate the Book of Life? So he does choose to negate it, and Nate surrenders. So Javi takes game 1 against Nate. 1 win away from another trip to the top 4. Actually, for this tournament, I actually got 2 top 8 matches, which I never do. I don't know, I kind of just went for it. I do try to get both top 4 matches so that you guys can see like the road to the finals. Okay, so here, Nate instant fusions for Reaper of the Nightmare. It's going to tribute for like a Vanity's Fiend? Oh, he's going to synchro for the Psychic Life I forgot the name of that card. Psychic something. So now Javi with Upstart. Javi's on the Upstart bandwagon like me. I wonder if he's going to join the Yatagarasu bandwagon. Okay, so here comes Respite. Sends back Murmillo and Bestiari. I do like Respite in Javi's deck because it just makes his openings better. I agree. He convinced me on Respite. He has not convinced me on Mole, though. He's main decking Mole right now, and that one I did not agree with. But the Respite, he did convince me. Oh, another Respite. Sends back to Murmillo and Sekito. Yeah, get both of those guys back in your deck. You don't want them in your hand. All right. I think his cards are together, so he's like fixing them. Nate also trying to get back to the finals. He's gotten second place twice. Javi did win once, but I'm still deciding if I want to count it towards his wins. Because I only got him towards top 4. I didn't get the finals, guys. So my fault. I accidentally deleted the video. But anyways, here Javi's Laquari gets bottomless. I know Javi likes to side in Smashing Ground. Did he side in Smashing Ground in this matchup? I don't know. Maybe. He could also just compulse that guy. Okay, so Javi sets 2 and passes. So they're both at 8,000. I think Nate's got another instant fusion. So Nate chooses not to attack, just sets 1 back row. So Nate's got, 5 cards? And Javi's got about... Okay, Javi summons another Laquari. Yeah, see, I knew Javi loved Smashing Ground. Okay, so he's Smashing Ground's the Psychic guy. And then here comes a D-Prison from Nate. Does Javi have book? Solemn? He definitely has something to stop this, so it's either book or solemn. He hesitated way too long. Ooh, does Javi play triple Laquari? Do you want to play the rest of the game without Laquaris? That's another interesting choice. Because I've seen some people play 2, which, I don't know. I've never played GBs, so I don't know if 2's correct or 3's correct. Okay, so now Nate with another set. So I guess we'll find out if Javi's on 3 Laquari or 2. So here, Darius hits him for 17, 63, 8,000. And Darius tags out. And let's see, what will Javi get? Will you get Ready Ari? Will you get... Is there anything in the grave to get back? Oh, Respite. He might get Respite back if it's live. He could also grab Laquari. Let's see which one he decides to do. So he chooses a quest. Is the Respite live? That's interesting. Or maybe he's hoping to draw into like another GB card next turn and get like a huge plus off. Not plus, but like it'll be a +1. Ooh, Skill Drain. Nate with a sighted in Skill Drain. Now Javi with 3 back rows. Alright, so what's life? 8,053. Nate with the Instant Fusion. So 8,043. Musician King. Summon Gale. What aid do you go for? Stardust, right? Man, but... Yeah, Stardust, but that Javi's like sighted in. He's got like books and compulsives and D-prisons where you just Stardust and don't attack. Oh, he had Dark Armed. Okay. Alright, let's see how Javi gets out of this one. Luckily the skill drain's up, but still, he could have Chariot. Do we know he has Chariot? Maybe Nate could like MST his own skill drain. Okay. So there's the Solemn. So I really do believe Javi... Was that the card he had? Was that the set he had whenever he did de-prison the Laquari? Okay, so Nate chooses not to attack with Stardust. So we'll find out what those 2 back rows are. Okay, so here comes double quest. Ooh, Compulse, yes. Compulse is the Stardust. So hits Nate for 32. So now Nate's down to 11. And here comes the... At least the GBs won't be getting their effects. They can still tag out, but they won't get their effects. The ones that come out from the deck. That's the one good news for Nate. So Javi can't start abusing, you know, Ready Ari and a quest. So how's it looking? So Nate's got 3 cards. He's going to draw into his 3rd card. Versus Javi's 2 GBs, 1 back row, and 1 card in hand. So Nate can... I feel like this is still anyone's game. Since Javi paid half his life. Alright. So Javi chooses Bestiari. Oh, maybe he's got Book. That's another thing. You can play around Skill Drain with Book. Like, you know, bring out Bestiari. Activate the effect. Target the Skill Drain, chain Book, and it'll blow it up. Maybe Javi's planning to do it with Geyseris next turn. Yeah, 4,011. What's Javi's other last card? Is he going to set it or is he going to pass? I mean, Nate played 2 instant fusions. He already used Dark Arm. What's left in Nate's deck? Yeah, okay, so Javi passes. Nate with, what, yeah, 2 cards left. Okay. Will we see a Geyseris come down now? Summon Secutor. Okay, attack with Bestie. And Nate Scoops doesn't show us what it is. So that is game. So congrats to Javi moving on to another top 4. Maybe next tournament, Nate will get back to the finals. Hope you guys enjoyed this matchup. We'll be back soon for one more top 8 match, and then we'll get to the top 4. All right. Bye, guys.